Well, let's see if they allow him that stretch. Garrison, who, well, he never gives up. He's not going to be the big play for you. He's not going to be the big play man for you, but he just stays in there all the time, and it never seems to fail. And this time he battles for the first down. This program is being brought to you as a special exclusive of ABC Sports. Right now, let's pause 5 seconds to allow our local stations to identify themselves.
Well, there, ladies and gentlemen, is Too Tall Jones. 12 foot 8, 8,621 pounds, and breathes fire.
What did they say last week? He had 3 sacks, he blocked 2 passes, and he had 5 scares. Incredible game as a rookie in his first game against Atlanta. Dallas first and 10. They're on the 39-yard line of Philadelphia. Dominating in possession, if not the scoreboard. However, they lead 7-0. Newhouse nailed right at the line of scrimmage. Zabel and Patton is playing a fine football game. Gary Patton, the defensive right tackle.
He is. He's been in a lot of plays tonight. This is a critical series, I think, for the Eagles. They must hold to stay in this ball game, Alex. Dallas has been chewing up the clock the whole quarter. We have about 6 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
And, you know, so far Dallas has not been scored on. They were scoreless. No one's been scoring on them last week, and of course this week Atlanta didn't do it. Maybe the Eagles won't be able to do it.
Second down, a little more than a yard for Dallas. Roger with the screen. He goes out to Drew Pearson. Neely, the big tackle, is out in front, as was Nyland. Pearson coughs up the football, but it goes out of bounds. A gain of 8. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. Big, swift offensive lineman for the Cowboys. That time you saw Ralph Neely, the 10-year veteran, at 260 pounds, moving out in front of that play. Important down now for the Cowboys. And the 2 tight ends are back in the game. Billy Joe Dupree, number 89, Gene Duguid, number 84. Ordinarily, you would anticipate the run. And getting the call is Garrison, and Garrison is close to another first down.
Did you see that face of Picard's a moment ago, Alex?
There's no mistaking, he has a deviated septum.
Just a little scratch.
That's all.
That's all.
That comes from a man who was sent to the hospital by Chuck Bednarik and regards anything less than that as only a minor injury.
That was a little more than a scratch. That smarted a great deal. All right, and just that much are they short. The Dallas Cowboys will have a 4th down. Frank Gifford along with Howard Cosell and Alex Karras. 5 minutes and 31 seconds remain in the third quarter from Philadelphia. The Cowboys and the Eagles. The Cowboys lead 7-0.
Well, you know, the Cowboys are doing what I thought they were going to do. They came out the second half. They start to run the football, and that's what they do best, and that's exactly how they're getting down the field right now.
Interesting, too. A year ago, you would have screamed the field goal unit on the team. However, you do not now. Cowboys on 4th down and inches will go for it. Staubach with the rollout and was almost nailed. He was nailed. Getting in there quickly was Willie Cullers, the rookie from Kansas State. Willie Cullers was not expected to play, and he maybe has made the play of the night for Philadelphia.
Well, let's get a look at this flag situation. Willie Cullers has been the most impressive rookie in the Eagles camp.
And let's see what the call is. With the intentional ground, the illegal forward pass, and with that goes, lost it down. Philadelphia takes over. But again, it was Willie Cullers who got in there and put that pressure on. But Philadelphia, who seemed to be fired up earlier in this second half, has a great opportunity. They move from their own 43. Gabriel going to Zimmerman. Picked off. Charlie Waters picks it off. As a firecracker goes off in our booth. I hope it was. Charlie intercepts for Dallas. Returns it to the 30-yard line.
I don't know who threw that thing in this booth. If anybody did. But it is not an evidence of civilized procedure. You all right, Alex?
Well, let me get my head out of the wall right here, and I'll be okay. Wow. I just leaped 14 feet in the air.
I know you did. So did Frank. So did I.
1st and 10 for Dallas. They're at the 24-yard line. Charlie Waters with the key interception, and Philadelphia unable to get any kind of offensive moving. Newhouse gets a couple of yards down to the 21.
That was Gabe's most dismal moment. He lobbed that pass. You know that, Alex?
He's not throwing the ball with authority tonight. I was surprised at what Staubach did with the 4th down and a half a yard, coming out and trying to throw the ball. I couldn't understand that at all. I thought they had the eye and had that lead block in there, and then let the fullback pick up that half a yard.
Bill Houston, number 86, is in for Drew Pearson, a wide receiver for Dallas, on 2nd down and 7. Rogers flooding his backs, and he gets in trouble as Patton gets his hands on him, and he cannot get the pass off to Billy Joe Dupree, at least where he could catch it. But Jerry Patton this time was pressuring Staubach.
Well, I'm surprised, and, well, I shouldn't say surprised because it's a young defensive line that Philadelphia has, but they're putting pressure on Staubach tonight. There's no question about it, and I think that McCormick has really gotten these guys playing football.
All right, look at Pat now. That's John Nyland, the all-pro guard for Dallas that he's beating. And it just threw Staubach's timing off enough that he could not get the ball to Dupree. 3rd down now and 7. The 2 wide receivers are back in now, Golden Richards and Drew Pearson. Going for Pearson, complete. 1st down, right on target for Roger Staubach. Joe Lavender was covering, and he wasn't covering that poorly. It's just a difficult pass to cover when the receiver and the quarterback are in sync. Let's look again, and again Staubach with that perfect timing, just almost impossible to cover. Man for man, when things, all the timing comes together. Pearson now, 6 receptions, 87 yards. After the first week, he was tied for the lead. He caught 5 against Atlanta. He should be well up there again after this week, or after tonight. On the 10-yard line, here comes Newhouse. Newhouse pulling his little way down to the 7-yard line. Gain of 3, it'll be 2nd down and 7. .336 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Eagles, who lost their opener to St. Louis, against the Cowboys, who won their opener against Atlanta. Cowboys out in front, 7-0. Newhouse again, goodbye, but a flag flies. Oh, and did he blow through there? But again, a flag is down. And the Eagles seem to be indicating that it's going to go against Dallas. No, offside. Philadelphia holding against Dallas, offsetting. And Jerry Patton seems to be shaken up. Number 77. We've got a fine football game thus far for the Eagles, and he'll get some relief as Mitch Sutton comes in, number 79.
Mike McCormick is apparently limbering up Johnny Reeves, the youngster from the University of Florida. And yet, he knows that Gabriel is his key guy for the year. It's a difficult time for McCormick.
On 2nd down and 7. Cowboys come right back with the same play. They scored on, but was called back. This time they get about 3 yards out of it. They're inside the 5. They'll probably mark it at about the 3.5. Bill Dunston was there to make the stop with Philadelphia with a lot of help from his friend. John Reeves came up a couple of years ago, had a big shot in '72. Just couldn't quite pull it all together when Mike McCormick came to the Eagles. He said, I want the #1 quarterback, the big man that can do it all for me. So Reeves went to the bench. Gabriel took over. But we'll see. Reeves may be coming back into the game when Philadelphia gets the ball. Cowboys 1 timeout. We'll be back in Philadelphia after this.
I have 2 weaknesses, piano players and Americans. This is Charlie from Kansas City. Even a shirt does something to me. It's Brigade from our French collection.
Sing, Marie, sing.
C'est-toi. Where regular shirts are full and glossy, Brigade is for men who are sleek and trim. It lets you see what a man's build is like while his shirt is on.
Narrow. No wonder American men look so good.
Beef ragu. A dish you might not cook unless your dishwasher could handle the mess. The new GE Pot Scrubber 2 dishwasher can. It's got room for big pots, a tough new interior which won't chip, peel, or rust ever. And listen to this. It's really quiet. To help you out of some tough scrapes, get the incredible Pot Scrubber 2 dishwasher.
From General Electric, America's #1 major appliance value.
Staubach has just talked to head coach Tom Landry. Coming back out on the field, the Cowboys have a 3rd down and a 3. They could possibly make a 1st down at the 1-foot mark. But of course, they're more concerned with getting in. Craig Morton, who will be moving on to the WFL, signed with Houston. We understand that Houston now will be operating in Shreveport. Stacked backfield. Dennison, and Dennison pounds and fumbles. Oh, goodbye. Oh, look at this. A foot race with Staubach. He's going to go all the way on it. Can you believe that? Oh, Joe Lavender, 97 yards. Oh, Joe Lavender.
Football. It never fails, Frank.
Unbelievable. Boy, if that doesn't spark things up.
That's Philadelphia's first touchdown of the year, and they got it on defense.
That's got to be a record. That's 97 yards.
How about that? Joe Lavender being congratulated. Dennison, the rookie from Kutztown State, Pennsylvania, gave it all he had, running out of control, trying to get in there for his 2nd touchdown of the night, coughed it up, and Lavender picked it up, outran Staubach for 97 yards.
His glasses stood him in good stead. He saw the football all right.
Tom Dempsey will attempt to tie it up, and indeed he does. Take a look at that again, and you'll see Dennison, who really running with abandon for the goal line and is really nailed. We'll try and pick out exactly the man who was it. Gave him the tough lick, and I guess you'd have to say it's Bill Berge. Now look at the scramble. And you better believe he has speed because Roger Staubach isn't slow. He had a good angle, and yet Lavender used every inch of the playing field, getting to the sidelines and just turn it on. And what a thrill for the 2nd-year man from San Diego State.
Look at his glasses, Jeff.
Well, they call the, his nickname is the Birdman. And he has got to be one thrilled youngster tonight. Wowie.
Oh, I said that twice before.
2:16. Remaining in the 3rd quarter, and it's all tied up.
Well, now you see what you're part of, Alex Karras. Every week, something goes crazy. Zany, zany, zany.
I'll tell you one thing. Someone must be talking to both these teams before we go on with them. I'll tell you that.
Tom Dempsey to kick off. This will be... Well, Strayhorn is battling with Dennis Morgan. And it was, you take it, no, you take it. And as it turns out, Dallas will have to begin in the hole at the 10-yard line. And if you're wondering about Lavender possibly having set a record, Alex mentioned it, and the record was set by Jack Tatum against Green Bay in '72. Alex, 104 yards.
That's right, but let's look at this again, Alex.
This is you get a cat, no, I'll get a cat, no, you get a cat.
Strayhorn finally falls on it, but a 97-yard fumble return can upset a lot of things.
You think the Eagles are sky high now, Frank?
Oh, you better believe. Staubach, and he hands off to Walt Garrison, and Garrison pulls Eagle tacklers with him over the 15 to the 17.
Yes, Dallas is now determined to attack, and make up for it. Let's have another look at that play that resulted in the Philadelphia touchdown. Here we go again.
Well, he's got all the blockers out in front of him. Dennison does a good job. He cuts in. He's fighting for everything he got. Berge really unloads on him.
Yep, that's what did it.
And there it goes.
Good hands by Lavender on that play.
Second down and 3. Dallas trying to pull it back together again. They hand off to Garrison, and Garrison will lose a couple. Bill Johnston, number 61, moving across to make the stop. Landry.
Giff mentioned that now official record of 104 yards on a fumble return by Tatum. If you remember that play, Giff, the officials made a mistake, but it was allowed to go through, and it's a new official record. Harold Carmichael, number 17, waiting to get into action.
Big down for the Dallas Cowboys. Third down, they'll pull it along, too. The ball resting just short of the 19-yard line, their own 19. And they will not get the first down. Newhouse tripped up by Will Wynn and then nailed by Bill Berge.
Well, we got a football game with 35 seconds left and counting down in the third quarter. We're at 7-7. Maybe the Eagles don't deserve it. The Cowboys were pushing them all over the field. But in the clutch, at the goal line, the rookie who scored the earlier touchdown fumbled. Lavender recovered, went 97 yards, and that was it. And Bill Berge, 66, whom you sing on that play, is having himself some night tonight.
Marv Bateman, the punt for Dallas. The single safety for Philadelphia, a dangerous one, Bill Bradley. Bateman nails it. Bradley at his own 45. Whoa, and boy, does he go down. Getting down there quickly was Mark Washington, number 46 for Dallas. 7-7, and that is the end of the third quarter. We'll be back in Philadelphia right after this.
Around here, it's always bumper to bumper. I got to concentrate full time on my driving, so I use the racing version of the STP double oil filter. With a filter and a filter, I know I don't have to worry about the protection my engine's getting. Of course, I don't know what kind of traffic you drive in, but when I go to work, man, it's always rush hour.
Get filter in a filter protection for your car. The STP double oil filter.
Georgie, you are about to see the investment idea of the century.
Al.
The electric fork.
Oh, Al.
I can get you in on the ground floor.
Al, I've got my money invested in something else.
More and more people are discovering savings accounts at Savings and Loans. The return is substantial, and your money is insured up to $20,000 by an agency at the federal government.
Al, is this the same guy who invented the folding waterbed?
That's not funny, Georgie. I almost drowned.
Your Savings and Loan wants you to know how money works.
You're watching another exclusive of ABC Sports, and that's the end of the third quarter with the score Dallas 7, Philadelphia 7. We'll return after this word from our local station.
Watch Happy Days tomorrow night at 8, 7 Central, here on ABC.
back at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. A few moments ago, you saw Dallas punt to Philadelphia. A fair catch was called for by Bill Bradley. However, as the third quarter ended, Dallas was detected with ineligible receivers downfield, so they will punt again. Marv Bateman will punt to Bill Bradley. Bradley standing just at midfield with a fine opportunity to put Philadelphia in good field position. And even better than he anticipated, as it goes off the foot of Marv Bateman. And it will be marked at the 38-yard line. The game tied at 7 apiece.
And Mike McCormick now forgets all about John Reeves, the youngster from Florida. He plays it safe, Alex. He goes back with the veteran Gabriel, as bad a night as Roman has been having.
Well, he's got to go with the experience now, and Gabriel can get him in.
All right, the two setbacks are Sullivan, 25, and Poe James, known as number 27. He has replaced Boulash. This is Sullivan. Turning the corner, gets the first down. He gets down to the 25, inside the 25, before he's dragged down by his jersey by Leroy Jordan.
The best ground gain all night by the Philadelphia Eagles. As we look at it again, and in the third quarter, Philadelphia had the ball for 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Only 4 plays. Look at Sullivan moving ahead. Jerry Sizemore, the #1 draft choice of a year ago, got in a good block there, number 76. They had the ball 4 plays in the third quarter, and they tied the score.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line of Dallas. Sullivan gets the call again, and this time he coughs it up, and have they ruled it dead? Yes, they have. Oh, and how about Carmichael taking it out of the hands of Cornell Green? All for nothing, of course, because the ball had been ruled dead where Sullivan made contact with the ground. 8-yard pickup. 21 quick yards by Sullivan in the last 2 plays. Watch this now. Carmichael will come back. He thinks that Cornell Green maybe had recovered. Second down. Call it a long 2. The ball at the 17 or the 18. Sullivan again, or rather Poe James this time trying the middle, running into Bob Lilly, Jordan, and Jethro Pugh.
We're going to show you Joe Lavender now, the guy who just went 97 yards. There he is. There's his glasses. Look at his eyes popping out there. I've never seen a guy play with glasses on before. I think he can get away with it because he plays really in the backfield. He doesn't make a lot of contact. If he played up in the middle of the line, he'd get him cracked every other play.
A most happy fella.
97 yards. He went with the Cowboys fumble to tie it up just a few moments ago. Third down, an important situation for Philadelphia at the moment. They tried to run on this situation on 3 different occasions. They try again, they fail again. 3 times now, Philadelphia has been turned back on the third and a long 2 situation trying to run it. Dallas tough against the run. Now it's going to be 4th down. And Tom Dempsey comes out onto the field. A big moment for Tom Dempsey, who kicked one from 44 yards last week.
There's no question that these teams hate each other. Now watch Charlie Smith get a nice little popper. Number 85. Watch him give a little pop. Left of your screen. Watch it now. Wacko! Let's get it one more time. I love this. This is football, folks. Wacko.
39 yards out, Tom Dempsey, or rather 34 yards out. Dempsey will attempt to untie this football game. And Dempsey knew before anyone that he had made it. Philadelphia moves out in front of Dallas 10-7. Tom Dempsey, the holder of the NFL record for the longest field goal at 63 yards, is over to be congratulated by head coach Mike McCormick.
It's incredible. The Eagles are ahead with no offense at all. Look at Dempsey there after the kick. They were -3 yards for the third quarter.
We'll be back right after this.
Over the past 3 years, we put models of Continental up against the other luxury car in televised tests of riding comfort and driving ease. And in these tests, a majority of owners of that other car picked the Continental over their own make. This is the 1975 Lincoln Continental Town Coupe, redesigned and re-engineered to challenge the other luxury car. We asked these owners of that other luxury car what they thought of our redesigned Town Coupe.
extremely luxurious. I think this has fine lines.
We asked them to try out the Town Coupe.
I was impressed with the ease of steering. A great pleasure to drive.
And they looked over our restyled town car at the luxury of its interior. They saw the new Mark IV, timeless, classic. A nationwide survey projects that in the last 3 years, over 33,000 drivers of that other car switched to Continental. Introducing the 1975 Continentals. Judge any luxury car by our car.
Tom Dempsey, who just hit from 34 yards out to put the Eagles ahead 10-7. As Howard pointed out, the Eagles' big offense has been perfecting of the fumble return because they were -3 yards in the third quarter. But they lead 10-7. Dempsey sets the kick to Dennis Morgan and Les Strayhorn. This will be Dennis Morgan. And it was Dempsey that made the stop. Otherwise, Morgan might have gone all the way. Tom Dempsey.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show you something, and this is why they call this kickoff team the Suicide Squad. They're coming right down. Watch 52, Riley. There goes one. Goodbye. There's a 1.5 kip.
What was that?
1.5 kip. Or is it a tuck?
Dallas takes over. They'll move from their own 43-yard line. They've had all the offense, but they trail on the scoreboard. Golden Richards, very close to the first down, right in front of his own bench. Joe Lavender covering Richards. Gain of 9. Here comes the messenger man, Gene Fugit, with the play from head coach Tom Landry. 11:39 remaining in the game from Philadelphia. The temperature, the beginning of the evening, 55 degrees. It has now dropped into the middle 40s. Second down, call it less than a yard. Play fake by Staubach. Complete to Drew Pearson. Pearson has it at the 35, another Dallas first down. Covered there by John Outlaw and dropped by Outlaw.
Here comes a match between Outlaw and Pearson, and every time they seem to need a big down, they go to Pearson. Outlaw does a pretty good job. He backs up. He's supposed to do exactly that. He beat him a little bit to the inside on that. Pearson goes up a nice catch, and here comes Outlaw on it. Very pretty catch, Howard.
Outlaw can't cover him one-on-one. Not only does Pearson outmove him, but he's too big for him.
First and 10 for Dallas. They're on the 33-yard line of Philadelphia. Newhouse getting a real fine block from Garrison. The lead back through, and Newhouse has another Dallas first down. What if we could get a look at that again? You'll see why Garrison is so valuable in that backfield. Now watch him.
All right.
Leading it right through the hole.
And watch Newhouse.
Look at that block.
Yep, and this is what I mean about a fast Don Nottingham. He's had a big night tonight, Robert, with those damaged ribs.
Newhouse all the way down to the 18-yard line. 20 carries, 88 yards on the night. Oh, the crowd has quieted somewhat as they were yelling a moment ago. Staubach goes to the air looking for Pearson, and this time fine coverage by Outlaw. Oh, he did a fine job on it.
You know, that is, Alex, Mr. Dempsey.
63 yards. I ran all the way down when he kicked that one, and I lit a match. I thought he had helium in that ball, for crying out loud.
You know, we kind of overlooked what a super play he made in stopping Dennis Morgan on that kickoff. Dennis Morgan could have gone for a touchdown, and Tom Dempsey moved over there and made the stop.